Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to today's unseen video. We're going to jump into the Wyatt Sicks folder because we did get a new tweet, and a big thank you to everyone that tagged me. It really does help for me to see that there's been a tweet because I'm not always online when it drops. So obviously the fact that I can go into my notifications and there's so many people that tag me means that there's a good chance I will see that there has been a tweet. So, Stone Cold Scorp, thank you, my friend. You was the first that I saw, but so many of you tagged me in it, and it really was appreciated. So this says whispers like 1,000 voices, obviously on a blue background with the word whispers repeated multiple times. There may be hidden messages and meanings in here, but because we got that message the other day about a broadcast being interrupted, you know, we got the Max Headroom image, and we know that in Chicago in the late 80s, someone actually interrupted a TV channel wearing a Max Headroom mask. And so it feels like what they're telling us is that they're going to interrupt Raw or a WWE show. And I would imagine they'll do that during their next targets. So it could be American Made Backstage doing a promo, boom, the Wyatt Sicks interrupt. It could be at the end of an American Made match, boom, the Wyatt Sicks interrupt. Not interrupts the segment like live, but actually with a video. I feel like they're telling us they're going to interrupt the transmission. And I think this might be a screenshot from the video that's going to do it, because Wyatt Sicks have been showing us screenshots of what is coming. You know, think about all those interviews, those sit-down interviews with the different members. We were getting screenshots that were being posted a day or two before that were then in those videos. I'm wondering if this is the same. I think there's a real good chance we see this in the video that plays on Monday, and I am expecting some sort of video on Monday from the Wyatt Sicks. Now, this whispers like 1,000 words. It connects here. So Wrestle Night 7 hours ago said it's a reference to the latest journal entry. So this journal entry dropped quite a while ago now, about a week or so ago. And it's right there, look, whispers like 1,000 voices, screaming in silence, whispers like 1,000 voices, right? So it connects to the journal entry. So Wrestle Night, thank you. AWE Hallows has found this Dungeons and Dragons. Like, I don't know what you would word this as. I suppose it's part of the lore of Dungeons and Dragons, and it is called Whispers of 1,000 Voices. I just think this is interesting because we know that inspiration is coming from horror films. Inspiration is coming from Stephen King novels. Could inspiration be coming from Dungeons and Dragons? I really don't know. But if I read this little bit here, I think you'll see that it is quite interesting. So the Whisperers of 1,000 Voices is not a tangible item, but it is a dangerous mental ability. Its origins are shrouded in mystery, but the technique allows a spiritualist to attune himself to the thoughts of the spirits in the surrounding area. This manifests as a constant stream of whispers that only he can hear, right? It says that the spiritualist cannot seek out specific information, nor seek out the whispers of a specific individual. But with practice, he can instinctively absorb relevant scrapes of advice that are pertinent to his situation or mental task. So again, I don't know if the terminology here has been inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. It likely has not. But if it has, then this is just giving you a little bit more information on it. That it's all about tuning into the spirits, hearing those voices, and basically getting the information that is going to help you progress forwards. It doesn't mean that you can get it from one specific person. It's not that you can tune into that one person or you can't find a specific piece of advice. but you can get like scrapings of advice and put those pieces together, and hopefully that will help you on your journey. So as we said, that is from Dungeons and Dragons. I really don't know if that is connected in any way, but I thought it was interesting. And to be honest, when I read something and I go, okay, yeah, that's made me think, I like that, then there's a good chance I'll put it in unseen, because there's a good chance some of you out there may feel the same. So, Brett Lee, shout out to you, my friend. So that was the Wyatt Sicks. We are expecting to see them, or at least a video about them, from them on Raw. So, Wrestle Night, shout out to you, just literally tagging me in this not that long ago. WrestleOps putting this out, CM Punk via Instagram stories, reminding people to once again stop following wrestlers at airports. So CM Punk said, hey guys, I love y'all, but friendly reminder to respect privacy and boundaries. Airports are not a meet and greet. If I have to ask you to please stop following me multiple times, you have crossed a line. Please stop this. Thank you. And stop using your children as a shield or an excuse. We definitely shouldn't use children as a shield, because they were a very effective faction, and I just don't think children would be as good, to be honest. So there we go. That is from CM Punk. So that says to me there must have been an incident. There must have been something that's happened for him to feel the need to post that. So seems like he's having quite an interesting day. Right, I thought this was really interesting. So we have looked at these knuckle crunchers before. There's a ring here, right? And it says, looks like Brock Lesnar has been replaced. So it looks like on the artwork, Brock was going to be on there, but they've actually now swapped it with Seth Rollins. So probably not a great look, is it really, for all of you holding out hope that Brock's going to be making his return anytime soon? Interesting that this is out. These, I think they're from, Mattel, Knuckle Crunchers, but also a little bit more news to do with Brock as well. Right, yeah, oh my god, this is amazing. This is amazing. I didn't even notice this. So here, look, we've got Julian saying, look, he looks at Heyman, and there he looked as well. But only this time, there's no one there. To be honest, I could have seen that and just dismissed it as someone in the crowd had said something. But actually, when it is put with this, and you know that before he goes up the steps, he looks at the belt, he looks at his Wiseman, and now here he is without either of those things. It's pretty impactful, isn't it? It's really good, that. So Julian said the subtle storytelling here is such a great touch. Roman looks to his left where his Wiseman once stood. It's a small detail that adds so much. Right, yeah, this is Rey Mysterio, right? So Rey Mysterio backstage meeting up with Dana, saying how grateful he was to be at Noche UFC. And he says, I want to give you my mask, and he takes it off in front of Dana, hands it to Dana, puts on a replacement mask, and he says, I want you to have that. It's got UFC on it and everything. And I think Dana is very appreciative, but that is a really cool gift, isn't it? An actual Rey Mysterio mask that he has wore and has been seen on TV, because he was shown during Noche UFC wearing it. That could go pride of place in Dana's home, you know. I mean, Dana is got so much money, you know, but these are the kind of items that you would struggle to purchase, you know. These are the kind of gifts that that really do mean something. So he seemed to really appreciate it. It's very, very cool. So it's Bryn again, thank you. Oh yeah, I got told about this the other day, but I didn't get any footage, or didn't see footage. Here is Tama Tonga, look, he's a big fan. Puts his hand up, he's like, help me up, bro. And that fan helps him up. That dude is like, I got you, I got you. I don't think he knows him. I don't get the vibe that he knows him. He must have said, like, do you want me to help you up? He's like, yeah, go on then. Because he's a pretty big guy. Look at Jacob. Jacob, not a clue in the world what's going on, Jacob. Am I acknowledging you hard enough? That's all Jacob is. So we got Roman and we got Cody in the ring. There's Tama being helped up by a fan. Wild. Peak Tama Tonga getting helped up by a fan. Brilliant. Really good. This Mark, thank you. This is Bad Blood confirmed to start at 6 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. British summertime. So it's on an hour earlier than usual. So yeah, I think it's because this night we have UFC as well, like a big UFC show. I really don't know what I'm doing yet. I mean, I'm definitely doing Bad Blood. No confusion about that. But am I doing like Unseen and stuff straight after, or will I jump onto a UFC stream? I think I might do the UFC stream, to be honest. And then like after that do Unseen and all of those things. So yeah, hopefully we can find a way of getting that done and then go straight into, it'd have to just be the main cards. We won't get a chance to do anything other than the main cards. But we could still box off the main UFC card, which would be good. So, yeah, this is definitely a problem, shall we say, for TKO. Having two big events on the same night. You'd have thought they would have figured that out by now, sorted that out. Right, Word of Wrestling said, I need to see this happen because Kurt Angle has stated he is open, if the money and the spot is right, to managing American maids. So that was at the KNS WrestleFest virtual signing, which could be good. I would just worry a little bit he might get in the way of Chad, because Chad's the leader right now. So I don't know how that's I don't know how that would work really. So, but him being connected with American maids, I think there's definitely something we need to do there. I don't know that he needs to be the manager though. I don't know that he needs to be the manager. Oh, this is crazy. Beard guy, shout out to you. Check this out. Right? So the music hits, right? So listen to this woman.
Ricky! Oh my god!
She knows him. Now, he is a wrestler in the local area, so I presume that's where she knows him. I presume that she goes to local wrestling shows. But how crazy is that? He's coming down to the ring, and all of us are like, who's this boomer? But there's a woman in the crowd going, it's Ricky! She knew him. Amazing. Word of Wrestling said, have you seen this? There's going to be occasional overruns that are allowed, like Friday night. So this coming from Fightful Select, as seen on Friday. SmackDown will now have the benefit of occasional overruns. So very good, Word of Wrestling. Thank you. So, we've done that. Oh, we've only got the fun folder left to go. Look at this. Look at this. I really love this, you know. I have got such a soft spot for wrestling buddies. Back in the day, I used to have, I think it was like 3 or 4. But they were big. They were like really big. And like, you know, when you were a kid, you could like suplex them, get them in a headlock, bulldog, tombstone, you know, power slam, all this kind of stuff, gorilla press slam, all this kind of stuff where you could do anything with them, right? Clothesline them. They had a good size to them. And they were just pillows. They were just soft things. But yeah, I don't know why they never made more. They did like Hogan, Warrior, Jake the Snake, I think $1 Million Man, Big Boss Man, Legion of Doom, but there wasn't really many more than that. And there's been a few attempts to try and bring them back. Well, look at this. Look at this. So, size-wise, retro, 22 inches, which I'm guessing the retro one is going to be the same size as the old wrestling buddies. But this is the first one that's been announced, and it looks awesome. Like, look at all the tattoo detail. Great, like, cartoony smile. The yeet glasses. They got the hairband on. Like, I think these are great. I honestly think they're great. We're not sponsored by them or anything. But I'm definitely keeping an eye on these. If they start releasing Legends and start, like, you know, putting out, because they could make anyone, couldn't they? I'm sure they are. This is just the first. They've actually got the contract for UFC. They've made loads of UFC ones. So now they're starting to work their way through WWE. I'm really excited for these. I really like the look of these. So there we go. Jey Uso, I think available for pre-order right now. Don't ask me about what countries it's in and all of that. I don't know. Hayden said, never seen before footage of Rey Mysterio being late on his entrance. This is wild, right? So here is, it's amazing footage, because this is, the pyro goes off, look, and then where he's meant to pop up there, but he isn't. He doesn't. He's late. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. He's still not popped up. He will pop up in a minute, right? And they redo this. There we go. Look, don't know what the issue was, but he was late. This was in 2002. So you can see that he pops up, he goes over to the side, and he makes his way down to the ring, right? So that is the footage. There's the fans, right? And then he gets into the ring. Then we've actually got this footage, which is the footage of after, when the fans have left, they re-record the entrance. They re-record it, right? So they do the entrance again. You'll notice if you look at the side, there's no fans this time. There we go. Look, out he pops. This time, you notice he doesn't walk over to... The other time he went over this way, he doesn't. And then he starts making his way down to the ramp. They don't use any of this, but you can sort of see, look, no fans. And then he stops and turns around and walks back. Right? And then they're going to show you what that looked like on the show when it was edited together. It looked like this. This is what was shown. Boom. That's that bit, right? Then we cut to a sign, and then we go back to, you know, the original footage. It's that cut to the sign that is the moment where they put the two bits together, and there he is walking down with people in the crowd this time. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. Amazing. So that has come from Matthew Gregg, Botchamania, who got sent that over. So Hayden, I absolutely love that. I think that is a fantastic find. I think that is fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed that. I think that's really fun. Oh, look at this. Yeah.
どう見てもでかなってるやろ。どこがでかなってんだおい。よう見てみよおい。でかなっとるやろ。
Luigi.
めちゃくちゃでかなってるやんけおい。大変や。大変なことになった。俺もパワーアップするぞ。フレッシュだぞ。あじゃ。
It's oh my god, it's Mario's against Luigi's, isn't it? So I don't know if I can skip any more. Oh, I think that's a different match. So yeah, we've got like 3 Marios taking on 3 Luigi's. Right, we've got this footage as well. I must admit, it goes on a fair bit, this. But it is all to do with Ricky. We'll watch a bit of it, though. So, backstage.
So I didn't think you'd be there. I thought Aldis wouldn't let me fight those two alone again. Right. So I'm like, okay, let's go. Who can be my partner? I asked Booker T. Right. But he's still upset from when a few years ago I was talking bad about Texas.
Yeah, I remember that.
He holds a grudge, it turns out.
Of course.
Then I asked RVD. And he said, I'm sorry, I'm already on another planet. Which was, I didn't know what he meant because he was standing right in front of me.
I know.
You know what? Okay, I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, and then here's Ricky. Ricky overheard, stepped up and said, I'll be your partner. That's who Ricky is. The only one who was man enough to step. Speaking of him, there he is. Hey, man. Thanks a lot for that.
The only guy
Ricky, the only
in
one.
the whole building that stepped up to have
really
your back.
Appreciate that.
Did you have to stun me?
Okay, that's on me. I got a little excited once I heard Randy was here. But I apologize for that. But still, thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
So he basically says, look, can we go to your bus? And they all end up going over to Randy Orton's bus. So, yeah, really good. Really good. So, Austin, thank you. Austin Cooper, appreciate it. Wrestle Night, shout out to you. Just tag me in this. Yeah, this is really interesting. Crispy Wrestling here So new home decor, right? Fraxiom is fine, but it's been pointed out, look, by Crispy Wrestling. You ain't that slick. I can see you're watching Motor City Machine Guns on the TV. So check that out. So a little tease of Motor City Machine Guns, but we've got the Fraxiom is fine sign as well. So there we go. That was today's Unseen. I hope you enjoyed it. It is going to clock in at 20 minutes. Perfect. Thanks a lot for joining us. Don't forget, we will be back tomorrow with Raw. Really looking forward to seeing what's going to go down with CM Punk and the Wyatt Sicks and all of that stuff. So make sure you're joining us for the live stream. We always start 2 hours before, and I'm sure I'll have another video, maybe an Unseen, maybe a Wyatt Sicks video. I don't know yet, but there'll be another video for you after as well. Brilliant. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.